What it do to my free game people, man? To all of my FMB people out there. Today I'm here to talk to y'all about how they are trying to kill the creativity. So, first let me start off by describing what my personal definition of creativity is. Creativity to me is basically when you are able to properly describe what your perspective and your reality is in some form of art. You got your artists that make music. You got your artists that make that paint. Even the thinker, deep thinkers that is also a creator of some kind. Now, this is important. Having creativity in a society is very, very important. It's because that's how the society grows and evolves, and things change. And there's like a continuous, destruction and reconstruction of things is through new creativity. Now, the reason that I feel that creativity is being destroyed is because creative thought and creative art will either, sometimes it will destroy improper systems. See what I'm saying? Whether that be government, whether that be lifestyle, whether that be anything, workforce. Creativity will destroy that. Creativity also will can change the way that most people view the world. A lot of people are followers by nature, right? And there's nothing wrong with that because the world needs followers, but a lot of people are followers by nature, and creativity and art is the easiest way to get people to kind of in a sense grow people's perspective is through art. That's how a lot of people's perspective art is grown. So that's one of the biggest reasons that I feel like creativity is wanting to be killed. They are trying their best to stop people from evolving in thought. Now, and that has different effects. Having no creativity makes everybody the same, which I feel like enough people is, if you pay attention, everybody is kind of acting the same. Everybody has the same aspirations. Everybody has the same, even the art that's created is all sounding the same. When you listen to the music, all the music sound the same. Everybody talking about the same shit. There isn't no diversity in art anymore because of the fact that creativity is being killed through precise placing of things and ideas. I believe that the biggest way that they are creating or killing creativity is killing our critical thinking skills. Now, to me, what critical thinking is to me is when you are able to connect dots very well. When you're able to sit and connect this point to that point and this idea to that idea and find ways to make it all collage and work together. So they are trying their best to kill our critical thinking skills because of the fact that it also kills your creativity. The way that they do this is through social media, through things like motherfucking AI. These things is stopping you from having to work to create. When you don't practice these skills, when you don't use these skills, you lose them. For example, the idea of things becoming easier makes people more lazy. The idea of nigga, one example of this in my mind is when you have motherfucking spell correct. Motherfucking spell correct makes people not able to spell more. It make you not be able to spell because you use spell correct so much. That's the same thing as you use ChatGPT all the time. You don't know how to critically think. You won't know how to think outside the box other than let me use ChatGPT. That is tricking your brain, and you don't know how to connect dots no more because all you use is ChatGPT to place all your thoughts. Nigga, and the way that social media do it is because of the fact that we are all connected through social media. I think the goal was to get us all connected to so they are able to collectively mold our thinking, right? The molding of our thinking comes from the suggestion of ideas, the suggestion of topics, you know what I'm saying, putting us in states where they can just suggest these ideas and plant seeds of ideas, and then other people are gonna be like, let me think about this, and they use their thought and they place their thoughts on it, and it's just and it builds off, and the more and more that they do that, the more it makes you less creative, because now most people spend big portions of their day on the internet, killing their creativity. They can't think of nothing else other than internet thoughts. The things that run through their mind 24/7 is either videos that they seen on the internet, songs that they either heard on the TikTok, nigga, motherfucking points that they heard on TikTok. You know how I can tell that people are losing their creativity is because ideas, when a motherfucker may argue something or they tell you something that you shouldn't do, they'll be like, you know what? Like for a time, there was niggas that was saying you shouldn't eat fruit because there's a lot of sugar in fruit. And most people that heard it off of the internet. See what I'm saying? There's other ideas that you may know of more than me, but there's ideas that motherfuckers get their whole idea from the internet. That's why when people tell me certain things, I be like, where you hear that? Like, where you learn that at? Like, who told you that? And I don't be trying to be condescending, my nigga, but I be really genuinely trying to know who the fuck told you that? Where is you learning this from? You know what I'm saying? Like, when if you telling me some shit, and nigga, the shit that you telling me is from TikTok, I automatically feel like you lying. That's not the truth. Google that, and then even if you Google it, nigga, I might not believe you. You feel me? Like, I promise you, my nigga, the creativity is going away. Like, when all of your points, that's why you motherfuckers, you start asking yourself, you should get ready to tell me some shit, especially if you're talking to a nigga like me. You about to get ready to tell me some shit, nigga, ask yourself, where I get this from? Because I'm going to ask you. Because I be critical as a bitch. I'm a nigga that's going to sit here and be like, like, where does that come from? Like, who thought of that? Who told you that? I be quick to say some shit like that. Like, damn, where you heard that from? Who told you that? If the first thing you tell me, my nigga, is, oh, I seen a TikTok video on it, I'm going to completely block everything you said out of my mind. I'm going to be like, this nigga's a dumbass. I can't listen to it. Feel me? And that's wrong. I shouldn't do that, because don't get me wrong, I cannot sit here and act like that. Don't get me wrong, y'all. There do be some true shit out there. The information ain't all wrong, but the idea of that's the only reason that you believe it causes me to feel like you're a dumbass. That don't mean that the shit be wrong. There's some real good, great, very, very, very intellectual. My fault. I'm just sitting here talking about dumbass. I can't even speak. But nigga, there's some real shit on the internet. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it ain't. But motherfucker, you gotta start taking that shit with a grain of salt. If all your main ideas of why you believe some shit should happen is because of TikTok or because of Instagram, because of a video you seen online, you're not, what the fuck? You ain't creative at all. All your creativity is formed off of ideas that other people are presenting to you that they may not even know. They may have got it off the internet. See what I'm saying? Your creative thought is gone. You're not connecting any dots from real world experiences. So now your critical thinking is down, your creativity is gone, and all the things that you are creating are based off of ideas and ideologies that is presented to you from the internet and maybe ChatGPT. Not to say that ChatGPT isn't useful. ChatGPT is useful as hell. That shit works, nigga. That shit works. I know that shit works. I ain't gonna say that shit works, nigga. But my nigga, if you using that to think of everything, you gonna kill your creative thinking. Your critical thinking gonna be on. Your creative thinking gonna be on. All that shit. You're gonna be fucking yourself up, because now you're not thinking the shit for yourself. You're not grabbing from the ether. You over here grabbing from. You see what I'm saying? Feel me? That's why it's important. That's why I'm starting to understand the importance of meditation. I learn new things about that every day, and it isn't just the meditation that nigga you need to sit in lotus position and close your eyes and hum. You ain't gotta do that. It's the sitting in silence, in the observing of your thoughts. Cause nigga, you sit here and you don't be creative long enough, and you don't be the observer of your thoughts no more. You become your thoughts. You become your thoughts. The longer that you sit and you don't learn to be a creative thinker, and you don't learn to be a critical thinker, and you not even learn, but you keep working on that skill, nigga. The more you don't use that shit, the more you will become your thoughts, and you will become an empty shell filled with thoughts from other people. Feel me? Your art will be filled from ideas of others. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not living your experience presently. You're not critically thinking about the things you experience. You feel me? You're not even allowing ideas to form through your reality and through your experience. You are letting ideas to form through somebody else's reality. You know, there's some niggas out there that will sit here and tell you some shit that they fully believe, but they never experienced. I know it's some niggas out there that probably believe that all women will cheat on you. That's just an example. That's the first example that came to my mind. There's niggas out here that believe all women will cheat on you, but don't got no bitches. Ain't never had no bitches. And I'm sorry, I don't want to disrespect my women, because I love my women out there. You know, especially my girl, shout out.